Now ask yourself, if nothing changes, who will you be 1 year from today? Most people don't realize this, but your life can shift in a single month. Not because of motivation, but because of a completely different relationship with your time. This video isn't about waking up early. It's not 5 steps to change your life. This is about reclaiming control. The version of you that's buried under exhaustion and broken routines. By the end, you will have a blueprint you can start today. One that can genuinely change your entire life trajectory. See, I'm no stranger to that sense of being lost when your body goes on autopilot and you find yourself scrolling without even thinking. You want to stop. And deep down, you know you're better than this. Listen to that voice, because that voice is telling the truth. A few years ago, I was working full-time while finishing my MBA in another state. I'd fly over the weekends to attend school and be back on Monday for work. That season broke me open in the best way. After a full day of work, I'd come back home completely drained, with papers still due in the morning. I'd sit at my desk trying to write, but my brain just wouldn't come online. So one morning, out of desperation more than discipline, I decided to wake up at 4 a.m. And something wild happened that morning. Not only did I get up at 4 in the morning, by 7 a.m., I finished writing the paper, ate a full breakfast, still walked into the office almost before anyone else. And for the first time, I felt ahead, that I had grown time out of thin air. And it taught me a truth that can never unlearn. You don't need more time. You need more structure for your time. From that day on, I stopped fighting time and started shaping it. Most people don't fail because they lack willpower. They fail because their days are unstructured, chaotic, and vulnerable. So it really isn't a character problem, but it's a skill set problem. Without the proper training and knowledge, living in the constant distraction-filled world today, it's like showing up to a modern war with a pickaxe and a chainsaw. Of course you're going to lose. You're not broken. You're under-equipped. And in this video, I want to give you the right tools, the modern weapons for the modern warfare. Time blocking, wind-down routines, daily rhythms, and most importantly, identity shifts. We won't cover all of them in depth today, but we will focus on the one that changes everything. Time. How to shape it, how to protect it, and how to make it work for you. Here's the thing most people get wrong. Don't try to fix one part of your life while ignoring everything around it. Waking up at 5 a.m. means nothing if you're still going to bed at midnight. Starting a new routine means nothing if you don't have the structure to support it. You will crash and you will burn out. You will fall back to the old habit every single time. Why? Because your life is a chain reaction. Waking up early starts with sleeping early. Sleeping early starts with eating early. Eating early starts with having a structured day. A structured day starts with clarity and intention. See, this isn't about clout. This isn't about becoming the 5 a.m. guy. This is about building a new identity. The identity of someone who lives with purpose, quiet discipline, and control. A morning person isn't defined by the clock. A morning person is defined by intention. And that is who you're about to become. Here's my challenge to you. Give yourself 30 days to implement this technique I'm about to show you. Not January, not when life gets less busy. Look around you and remember this moment, because today is when everything shifts for you. All right, let's jump in. I'm starting here with a totally blank Apple Calendar, literally nothing on it. So let's start with sleep, which is our anchor. What you want to do is go to new calendar, name it sleep. I block 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. on weekdays on Sunday. Nothing fancy, just 8 solid hours of sleep. Weekends, I give myself a little more flexibility, later bedtime, longer sleep. Again, real life. Next, I create a calendar called routines. For me here, mornings are about an hour, shower, walk my dog, stretch, pray, and plan the day before things get chaotic. Whatever your routine is, block that out. Set it to repeat the same way your sleep does, so everything lines up. Then I move on to meals. Because I sleep at 9, dinner at 6 p.m. is perfect. Enough time to digest and wind down. Weekends get a slightly longer dinner window for social stuff. Lunch, I just put it at noon every day. The less I force my body to guess, the better I function. And here breakfast slides right after the morning routine. The next calendar, fitness. This example week looks like this. Long run Saturday afternoon, gym on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Short runs on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time to keep the habit going. Okay, obviously life isn't just sleeping, eating, and working out. So here I'm adding the hobbies calendar. For this example, let's do Tuesday night music lessons or whatever obligations that you currently have. Here I'm making it weekly, lock it in. Next up, let's block out work or school calendar, depending on where you are in life right now. This actually fills a big chunk of the day, so drop that in, and everything else starts snapping into place. I forgot to do this earlier, but I also add evening routines, brushing teeth, washing up, whatever helps me slow my brain down. And right away, you'll probably notice conflicts. For example, Tuesday night's music lesson here might push your bedtime routine a little bit later. But see, this is the point. You want to catch it before you hit that week where you're constantly sleep deprived and confused why you're tired. So this calendar blocking practice exposes the problem early on so you can adjust. Then here I make a calendar called events. These are the unpredictable things: travel, dinners, hangouts, appointments, etc. Give this calendar a unique color so it stands out. And finally, I like having one priority relationships calendar. Here I called it family time. Let's say you want to spend Saturday morning with your loved ones every single week. Block it off. It's a super powerful way to keep the important stuff from getting crowded out. Next up, the magic, your golden hour. Once everything is placed, you'll start noticing something. You actually do have free time, especially in the mornings now. This 1 to 2 hour pocket is what I call the golden hour. This is where I work on the things that truly matter long term. These hours are quiet, focused, and honestly sacred. Next up, let's talk about the clutter problem and the fix. So if you switch to the monthly view here, yeah, it looks kind of crazy, blocks everywhere. And here's the trick, just uncheck the time blocking calendars. You'll see your real events. And this is also why I use this app called Fantastical instead of the default Apple calendar. Fantastical lets you bundle different calendars into sets, so you can hide or reveal groups of calendars with just one click. And this video is not sponsored by them whatsoever. I just really enjoy using Fantastical. So if that sounds appealing to you, definitely go check it out. I'll put a link in the description box down below. And there you have it. That's the concept of the whole system. It's simple, it's flexible, and it gives you a bird's-eye view of exactly how your time is being allocated. And one unexpected side effect of creating such a structured calendar set is that it gives you a sense of scarcity of time. We often operate in the illusion of the abundance of time, while in reality, we don't really have that many hours in a day. And honestly, if you have 30 minutes to sit down and build this out for your life, I guarantee you, life will start to feel much lighter and predictable. You will start to have clarity and you'll start to have rhythm, and finally have enough space for the things that really matter. Your future depends on this. If you follow just this rhythm alone, your entire life will start to shift. Not because you're suddenly disciplined, but because your days now have structure, a foundation your whole life can stand on. The moment everything changes isn't dramatic. It's quiet. It's that first morning you wake up naturally before the alarm, not to prove anything, not for some fancy challenge, but because your life finally aligns. You step outside, the world is still, the air is cold, and something inside you settles. You feel present, you feel capable, you feel new, not changed, but rebuilt. And once you feel that, you won't want to go back. If you want your life to be different, give yourself 30 days. Be honest this time. Really try once and really commit to the rhythm. And you won't be alone. I will walk with you. Save this video to a playlist so you can come back to it whenever you lose motivation. And consider subscribing if you want to follow along for more tools, more principles, and more mental shifts that will actually change your life. I'm also a Christian, and I want to share more about my personal growth journey with my faith and how that ties into my day-to-day as well. Give this video a like if it helped you, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And if you're truly serious about this new beginning, comment below with today's date so we can stay accountable together. You are the reason why I'm making these videos, and I'm very grateful that you're here. Until next time, keep on growing. Peace.